Good morning, and welcome to the Mount Tabor United Methodist blog, Methodist Church's bi-weekly blog. It is Monday morning. We had 80 people in attendance yesterday, and we really missed all those who didn't show up. We are so very glad to be here with you today. Yesterday we finished up our sermon series on the 5 core principles that we will have as long as I am pastor. Excuse me, trying to get rid of a little bit of a glare there. Our services are every Sunday morning at 10:45 and 6:30 of the evening. This Sunday we begin a new sermon series on sin, and that Sunday night we're also going to have and finish up the sermon series on Jonah, and in a week from that night we're going to start a sermon series on the book of Daniel called Living in Babylon. We hope that you'll take time to be with us. Yesterday's sermon was about living biblically aligned, and my question to you today is, do you live biblically aligned? Now, when I say that, the first thing that automatically comes to people's minds is this idea of, do you know chapter and verse? I think it's a really good thing to know chapter and verse. I think there are really good scriptures to learn, but I also know that if you're learning the words to a song but never know the tune, then you really don't know the song. You can say words, and the rhythm of those words may actually even give somewhat of a tune. But without knowing the music, it's just words. The Bible is a great book, but if you do not know the tone, if you do not know the spirit of it, if you do not understand that the underlying fact of the Bible is that it is a love story between God and His creation, then, my dear friends, you miss a very valid point. You miss something. You miss everything. How can the Bible be used for such evil in the world by using certain scriptures like Christ killer to describe the Jews? Well, it can be used that by people who know the words but do not know the music. Dear friends, I hope that is not you, but let me tell you what real biblical alignment means. It means, number one, you preach the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ, that you believe that Christ came to save us from our sins, that you believe that Jesus is the answer to the problems of this world. Number two is to make disciples. You can believe everything all day, but that only gives you the faith of demons. Demons knew exactly who Jesus was. Number three, you love all sinners, understanding that you yourself are a sinner as well. And by being a sinner, then, and only then, can you acknowledge what has been done for you, and understand also that all these other people deserve that grace as well. Or don't deserve the grace, but can seek and receive the same grace that you have as well. Number four, prayer and communion. A family meal and time, not by yourself. If you do those 4 things, you will do the 5th one. And yes, if you've noticed, if you've kept up with these videos, then you understand that these are the 5 core principles of our church. That's what it means to be biblically aligned. You can know the Bible, but there will be those who cry, Lord, Lord, and Jesus will say, I never knew you. And the part they never knew was the part that makes the tune. Dear friends, those 5 core principles are the principles we're going to stand on as a church. I believe sincerely in the idea of that you declare yourself, that you don't make bones about it. You say this is who we're going to be. We're going to be a church that does those 5 core things. And if we do those 5 core things, God will bless it. If we live by the tune of the music, if we dance by what the Bible's trying to say, not as much trying to go word by word, but understand that it is about how much God loved us to sacrifice His Son for us, and that we are allowed to become adopted children of God through that sacrifice. And it's not just about a one-time moment where you say you're sorry. It's about everyday choices over and over again. That wraps up the 5-point sermon series on our core beliefs. But I do believe before you move forward from there, you have to look at sin. What is the affliction that affects humanity? And we're going to start talking about that for the next 6 weeks. So please, take the opportunity to watch these videos, but more importantly, take the time to be with us in Cabot this coming Sunday at 10:45. We are located off of Highway 89 South, 4100. If you start going out of Cabot on Highway 89 South, you can't miss us, and we would love to have you. I also understand that this is probably the last Sunday before school starts. Well, get in your routine 1 week early. Anyway, God bless all of y'all. If you have any questions, comments, or complaints, please let me know. You can comment on the Facebook right underneath me, or you can email me at mounttabor@ymail.com. God bless each and every one of you, and hope to see you later this week.